Good afternoon. It's 7 o'clock ish. I have a veteran, an activist, a retired sheriff, um, and a bag of chips. I've helped him. He's helped me. We helped each other in many stuff in Imperial Valley, and he's running for was it number three, C3 and IVC. Spill the beans, Hilton.
I said again, I couldn't hear you.
I said, spill the beans. Tell him that I said
Oh,
it. We worked with each other on other issues in the valley. So, and you retired
okay.
sheriff.
Right. Well, Daniel, I'm a lifelong resident, okay, of Imperial Valley. Born and raised here in El Centro. I went to Central High School, graduated in 1971, and I did go to IVC, graduated from IVC. I majored in law enforcement, and I'm an alumni of IVC. And then I got drafted in 1972. Okay, so when I got drafted, I did my basic training in AIT in Fort Polk, Louisiana, and then I came back and graduated with my degree in law enforcement. That was 1974. And then once I got my degree in law enforcement, I went on to the Imperial County Sheriff Office, where I spent 30 years as a deputy sheriff. I retired back in 2004. Okay, and I took a 2 year off my retirement and went back to work in 2006. And so from 2004 to 2006, I wasn't working, I was retired. So I decided to go back to the sheriff office as a bailiff. Okay, and I worked that until 2006 till 2014. And since 2014, what I do in my time that to me is very valuable is that I'm a community activist. I am currently the CEO of the Black Lives Matter in Imperial Valley. We have had a lot of function, a lot of community outreach, and it's been very, very rewarding to work in the community, to reach out to those who are in need. And also, I want to commend the community for assisting the Black Lives Matter in Imperial Valley and donating water to the homeless during the summer months when the temperature is 114 to 120 degrees. We have people out there in these subhuman conditions, and the community response has been fantastic. So I want to applaud the community for reaching out, helping us donate to assist those who are in need. So right now, what I'm going to do is start a new journey, okay? And I feel that with my involvement in the community, that I can better assist the community in the position of the Imperial Valley IVC Board of Trustee Area 3. Now, the reason why I'm running for the position, Daniel, just briefly, is that this position on the governing board is extremely important to provide a solid foundation to the institution in order to facilitate a conducive learning environment and space necessary to achieve proficiency and work ethics, not only in improving the economic base of our community, but the overall reduction of the need for additional social services. Basically, what I'm saying is that a well-educated community is a community that would not need additional social services. It's a strong community. And I believe that education is the key to a very healthy, vibrant community. So therefore, that's why I'm running for the IVC Board of Directors, Area 3.
What motivates you to be in that you phase?
What motivates me is my love for the community, okay, and my love for the youth, and I want to try to inspire our youth and give them a voice. Okay, basically, I want to be that voice for our students. Okay, on the board. Quite often, you have students who don't have a voice. Okay, so I want to lend my voice. I want to be that conduit between the institution and the students, because there quite often you have students have needs that are not being addressed. Okay, and in order to be a good leader, you must be a good listener. Okay, so I want to offer my platform to those who are voiceless, and I want to speak out for those who have concerns, and also let the students know that I am accessible. Okay, quite often you find politicians that they get into a position and they don't communicate with their constituents or the community. I want to be that voice that they can be able to contact me and easily be accessible to the students, and that's extremely important, I think.
Cool. I just saw that Francis Terrazas just plugged in. So I thought she was going to put a comment, but Francis Terrazas is looking out there. So
Great, fantastic.
yeah, I mean, and I know we worked behind the scenes with you. I've taken pictures with the group. I've been at events with you guys in the past. I've helped you guys. And like I told you, I just needed a break. We all need a break in life, and I needed some traveling. I got back, and I'll be back again. But yeah, I'm glad I saw you on the list. And I said I better call Hilton, because I was going through my list today, and I'm calling everybody and everybody that's running for office, that's making a difference in the community, no matter what your stand is, Republican, Democrat, Independent. Everybody on the board, I'm getting from reaches, and this is my hometown. Like you said, born and raised here. You're a Spartan as well. I'm a Spartan. I'm
Right,
92. You're 70. So all the Spartans that are listening out there, he's a Spartan as well. So all my followers that are Spartans, vote for him, because he's a Spartan as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also as a veteran, former veteran as well. He was there when my dad wasn't. Well, he got in when my dad left Vietnam. Basically, he got in 72. My dad left in 72 from Vietnam. So he got in almost the same time. You guys were in the army at the same time almost.
Right,
So
right,
as a
right.
veteran,
And what people don't realize is that back in 1972, there was no volunteer army. Okay, I got drafted. Okay, and so I believe the drafted ended back in 1975. I'm not sure. I think 75. But I was 19 years old when I got drafted. So like I said, I graduated in 1971 from Central High School. I was 17. And also, because of my grades, I went to IVC early, okay? And I came back and I graduated from Central, and then I went to IVC, and then I got drafted. So, yeah, there was no volunteer army then, okay?
and yeah, you were drafted. I understand it. I'm a Desert Storm, but my dad didn't want me to go Desert Storm because he was Vietnam era. He's like, no, son, I already served. You ain't going Desert Storm. You're staying home.
Right,
So
right.
the recruiters didn't have nothing to say. They're like, okay, we're taking off the list. That's what the recruiters did with me. Estela de la Ria said, love you, Hilton, from San Diego, El Cajon.
Oh, yeah.
Estela
Hey,
de la Ria.
that's my girl. You know what? I want to let her know that if I was in El Cajon, I would support her for city council. She's a fantastic activist, and I want her to know that through her activism, she inspired me. Okay, and this individual who I respect. Okay, and I love you. I love you, girl. Okay, and she is a strong leader in the community. And like I say, I learned a lot from her. Okay, and I respect her and her activism. Okay, and I want her to know that she's one in a million. Okay.
Yeah, I just interviewed her recently. So yeah, she's we all work through our community behind closed doors, but we're out there helping our community either way in whatever issue it is, and that's just part of our nature, and I'm glad to
Right.
interview you because I
Right.
called you. I've been in booking everybody, and I haven't seen you for a while. While you're seeing me, you know.
Right. And the important thing is, Daniel, that and I learned this through my activism is that if you really want to see a change, you got to step up and make that change yourself. Okay, you got to get involved in politics. Whether it's local or whatever, and the change I see that it comes from within. All right, and it takes courage. This is my first time. Okay, but like I say, in order to make a change, you got to get involved and you got to make that change. All right.
You said that word. You got to get involved. A lot of people are not involved. They all complain, but not get involved in the Imperial Valley. Because I'm born here, raised here, and I hear that all the time. Oh, well, there's not this, there's not that. Well, get involved. You'll see it with your own eyes. I did that with you guys, working with you guys, BLM, social justice. I know what goes on behind the closed doors in meetings. And as a journalist, I'm excited to interview you because I'm interviewing everybody across the board, that's been out there, is making a change in their community and is running for office for this November. So yeah, I'm excited, and things are going to happen. 2020, it's an election. It's an election, presidential election. Plus, it's going to be a local election. That's going to blow up, and I know it's going to blow up. I just see it. Yeah. I was talking to Sonia Carter earlier, and she goes, "Yeah." And I was talking to Sonia. Sonia was interviewing her. I'm interviewing her Wednesday. But Sonia, if you're on, share this, because I mean, me and her go way back too. I have a story between the Carter family too. So
right. Well, yeah. Well, well, you know what? I am very pleased. Okay, that Sonia Carter decided to run for city council. She has my support. And also, I want to give a shout out to Raul Yumena out of Calexico, who's also running for city council. Okay, so I have a lot of people out there who I know and who I respect. They're getting involved in politics, and that's a good thing. And I want to try to encourage young people, okay, that if you want to make a change, get involved, okay, go out there and do it. All right, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's necessary. Okay.
From the homeless to issues, am I right?
Exactly.
Well, it's a pleasure to talk to you, even though we're not too far from each other. But yeah, I'm glad that you're on board and you're making a difference. And I want to shout out again to Francis that also just came out, and then Estela Rios. They said hi. So, whoever's looking at this, please share this because it's going on YouTube. I'll share that later on. Facebook, those are on Facebook. I know it's Thursday, 7:30. Everybody's at home. Nobody's out there hanging out due to COVID. They're being safe. That's all I got to say. Those are on the cell phones looking at this live. Go for it. Share this. Hilton, me and him go way back as well. I mean, before he became an activist, I never forget the day I was going through my dilemma, and you were the bailiff there at the courthouse. I'm like,
right,
cool dude. I was going through my dilemma. This dude, and then you start talking at the courthouse.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Daniel, is that when you have a love for your community, okay, and you got to reach out to people, and my main focus now is reaching out to young people, trying to encourage them, trying to give them a hand up, and what I've seen through my activism is that young people are engaged, they're involved, and we need to do everything we can to inspire and to encourage young people, because they're doing the right thing right now. Okay, they're speaking up and speaking out, and that's very, very impressive. All right, and before I leave, I want to say shout out to Estela, and I want to shout out to Sonia Carter. You have my support. Good luck with you. I am impressed that you're running for City Council of Central. Raul Yumena out of Calexico. He's a good individual. I encourage everybody to support Raul. He's an activist also. I work with him. And my campaign manager. I forgot about my campaign manager. Okay, Marlene Thomas. I want to thank her. Okay, she's the boss. Okay, whatever she say, I do. And so I want to thank her for her hard work so far, what she's done for me. She's been involved in the community as well, and she's been a role model for the community, and I look up to her, and I want to thank her for her wisdom, her encouragement, her inspiration, what she have taught me, and how she have inspired me. Okay, and I want to encourage everybody how important it is to go out there and make your voices heard on November 3rd. All right, and so I want to thank everybody in the
October.
community. Yeah, go ahead.
Hilton, let's go back October 3rd. Let's go October 3rd. Absentee ballots come out October 3rd. So October 3rd, absentee ballots are to vote for you.
Right, exactly. But but if you're old fashioned like I am, okay, I just walk to the polls. All right. Yeah. So yeah, right. Yeah. So whatever, be out there and make your voices heard and vote. Okay, and it's extremely important. Not only in local elections, okay, but also in the national election. This is going to be a very, very important, pivotal moment in our history. All right, and so we got to make the change, and the only change can come through the ballot box.
Yeah, that's where that vote counts. No matter where you're at, that vote counts. And I'll be working the polls, by the way. I just got called from the election department, so I'll be working the polls again this year. I'm excited. I get to see what goes on behind the scenes, like always. I've done this for 20 plus years. Election could tell you the day I started working there. It was about 20 plus years now. That's what I was told recently. But I do it every year, and I love it. But this time they called me and said, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll volunteer." So I'm excited to be part of the county volunteer group. So yeah, to see people are voting, how they're going to vote, do the COVID and all that training we got to do. But yeah, Marlene told me about you, and I told her, "Don't worry, Marlene, I got the list." She was in Washington D.C. when I texted her. She goes, "I'm in Washington D.C. right now," and she goes, "Hilton's on the list, Raul's on the list, blah blah blah's on the list." I go, "Don't worry, I have the list already. So don't worry, I'll be interviewing them pretty soon." And if she's looking at Marlene, I am interviewing. It's a time, and it was all about timing.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm a good company, okay, with Estelle running for city council in El Cajon, California, Sonia running for city council in El Centro, and Raul running for city council in Calexico, and I'm running for the IVC school board, okay? So I'm a good company, all right? And, and we all hang together, and, we all have a vision, okay, for our community, okay? And I want to shout out to you, Daniel, also for your involvement in the community. You've been a role model, and it's been a pleasure working with you in the past. And let's continue to work together, okay? Because I think it's extremely important.
Well, yeah, I'm excited. Like I tell everybody, it was. I signed up to this the day my dad passed on. That's like I signed up for this as a community leader after my dad passed away as a veteran, and I don't stop. I just don't stop when it comes to our veterans. I'm working right now as I speak. There's a veteran, 2 or 3 veterans in Tijuana are being deported, and I'm working on their cases. And I'll be going back to Tijuana in October next month. I'll be hitting up there and doing some paperwork with them. And yeah, I'm excited because our veterans count.
Exactly.
No matter what they say, our veterans count. Our veterans are different parties. I really don't care. They're a veteran. They're a veteran. That's what I tell people.
Exactly.
You're a veteran. You're a veteran. And I shout out to all the veterans. I'm an Army brat. You're an Army. If I'm right, you're Army. So, yeah, I mean, thank you, and I'm pleased with that. I love what I do. The community is my heart. My people are my heart. Like I was talking to Sonia earlier. Yeah, it just everybody just has to go vote, and that's all I request you. We're 20 minutes out. Just go. Don't forget to go vote for Hilton Smith for District 3 for IVC.
Exactly. And also, I want to remind all the young people out there, okay, that if you are a student at IVC, okay, consider this, all right? Your voices need to be heard, okay? And you need someone on the governing board of IVC that will reach out and hear your voice, okay, and act upon it and try to implement those programs that can benefit you as a student. Because every student is entitled, okay, to affordable, quality education. And as a school board member, I want to ensure that those individuals have the opportunity to have affordable, quality education. All right. So I want to encourage everybody to go out there and vote.
Thank you, Hilton. It was an awesome to hear from you. Contact, making this happen, and just get that vote for you. That's all I gotta say. I was going through Prairie Avenue and I saw your banner right there. I'm like, oh, Hilton brought it to El Centro. So like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'm doing working on that. Oh, Sonia just said, yes, Hilton. Sonia just said that right now. She put a comment right now.
Yeah, that's my girl, Sonia. Hey, Sonia, how you doing? Okay, like I said, my hats off to you. You have my support, okay? And we're gonna win this. You're doing a great job, okay? And we're in it to win it, for sure.
I was saying there's gonna be changes happening this 2020. That's all I was saying.
Exactly.
Changes are happening. So thank you guys, and I'm pleased. Like I said, I'm pleased to have you, and I'll be seeing you soon, and deal with what we got to do later on. And yeah, I'm just excited that this is happening. I'm like I said, I'm interviewing everybody that's running for office. I'm just behind the scene guy. I'm just gonna be like a journalist, like seeing what goes on, how everybody's working the campaigns. I know there's dirty campaign already happening. For the record, I've seen that already. I've seen pictures already. Dirty, nasty campaign going on in Prairie Valley. This can't be happening, guys, because there's going to be people that have cameras out there. I have my drone, by the way. My drone's ready for those pictures already. So I'll be doing my drones pretty soon. So I'll be out there filming with my drones because people are going to know that this journalist is sneaky. I'm a spy when it comes to journalism. So.
Okay, Daniel. Thanks a lot, buddy. I really appreciate it, okay?
Nice talking to you, and say hi, family. Hi. And I know your son was in DC, so I know he had fun in DC. So, I saw that too.
Yeah, great. Okay, take care.
Take care.